Hello YouTubers, this is Ruger 1022. I took the magazine apart in the other video to clean and show you how to disassemble and adjust the spring tension. Today I will be showing you how to completely disassemble this down to the receiver and taking the barrel off and stock and everything. Other than the magazine, other than the magazine and in my other video, which I showed you guys, I will not be taking the bolt apart because I do not have a hammer with me right now. Other than that, I'll show you how to take your gun apart completely and disassemble it and put it back together. For me, I'm going to start with a flat blade screwdriver, and I'm going to take the scope mount off. Set that aside. Next, you're going to want to take down the takedown screw. It's right here. Loosen that out. Some stocks it'll fall out, some stocks it won't. And take this out. Set it aside. Next, you're going to put your gun on half safe and half fire, and you're going to pull this out of the stock. Set the stock aside. Next, you're going to want to have a small Allen wrench or something that we can push out the pins with. And bear with me right now, I'm adjusting my camera so you guys can see better. Alright, so I'm going to start with my old nail right here with the end cut off it, and I'm going to take out the pins on the receiver. And just to show you guys, it's not loaded. Alright, start with pulling the mag release, dropping the magazine, setting that aside. Next, you're going to want to take these two pins out and the buffer pin, or buffer, whatever you want to call it. For some reason this is being really stubborn. Anyhow, pulled that pin out and pulled this one out. Man, there we go. Alright, set those pins aside, don't lose them, you'll need them. Pull the trigger assembly out and set that aside. Next, you're going to pull the bolt out, pull it back, hold this back on the charging handle, and pull the, I forgot, you gotta take out the buffer pin. Mine's a plastic or whatever you want to call it. Now you should be able to pull the charging handle back and pull the bolt out as such. Set that aside. Next, set the charging handle aside. And for the receiver, you're going to need an Allen wrench that'll fit the Allen wrench heads right here. I'm going to take these out. This Ruger 1022, it's from I was told the 90s, and it came with an all aluminum trigger guard, unlike the ones that are built today. And the bolt was actually machined and had a Volquartsen trigger job with about 2.5 pounds of pull, and it's very nice actually. On one of my other videos I will be showing you how to take this trigger assembly apart, because due to the time constraints with the YouTube, the video only being 15 minutes long, I will not be able to show you. Anyhow, take these Allen heads out. And you're going to be able to pull the barrel out of the receiver. You might have to pull or press it out or something for the new ones. This one's kind of old and has its wear and tear. But whenever you go to put your new barrel in, or your bull barrel is what I have, Butler Creek, you're going to want to put it back in the receiver, put this V-block back on, and put these 2 screws in and tighten them pretty, well, not like super tight, but snug, so you don't strip out the receiver. Anyhow, I'm going to tighten them back up because they're really, really long, and it's just a bitch to put, for time constraints, it's just a bitch to show you guys and put it back together. Anyhow, you get the point. For the new Rugers, the barrels are pretty much pressed into the receiver and you have to press them out. Well, what I read online was once you get these V-blocks loose with the 2 Allen wrenches, you can take the slide back, the hammer, or pull the bolt back on a charging hammer and let it go forward, slam forward, and that will actually knock your barrel out a little bit, and then the rest you'll have to pull out somehow, one way or another. I have not ran into this problem, so I'm sorry I can't help you guys. Anyway, I got the barrel back in, so next is putting it all together. Let me alright, we're going to start with the charging handle. You're going to slide in where the shells come out, whatever you want to call that. And then you're going to want to pull it back using that flat blade. Put it right in front of the charging handle. It's really hard to see, but put it in front of there. And basically just do that so you can get your finger on it. Pull it back with your finger, hold it with your thumb, and grip the receiver really tight. Put the bolt back in the way you took it out, and push the front end of it down. It should pop into place. You should hear something like that. Next, let it go. Pull it back, make sure it's free. Put your buffer pin back in the rear right here on the receiver. And make sure you watch that because it will fall out. Take your trigger guard assembly, cock the hammer, and hold on a second, my freaking pen came loose on my trigger assembly. Alright. And put it back in the receiver to where it will line up with these holes. Next, you're going to put those 2 pins you took apart in the beginning through the receiver, through the trigger guard, into the receiver again, as such. And pull back the hammer, make sure it's empty, put it on fire, and pull the bolt back a little bit, and then fire it, and just catch it from slamming up against the breech, because that's really bad for dry firing your 1022. Take your magazine, put it back in, put it in like that. Take your stock, hold it firmly, slide it in like as a rotating motion, and make sure your firing. Your safety's half in and half out for fire, half safe and half fire. It's basically centered. And put your receiver, the back of your receiver, in here like this first, and then grab your stock and your barrel and push it down, and it should just slide in like that. Next, you're going to take your takedown screw, put it back in here, and tighten it up. And just tighten it down snug, don't over tighten it. And cock your hammer back and pull it back a little bit. Make sure it fires. And for me, I'm going to put my scope back on just to show you guys. Just finger tighten it. And then screw it down with the screwdriver of the right size. Mine's not, for some, because I don't have one with me right now. And there you go. You have it. You should be able to go out and shoot now. Thanks a lot, guys.